And we're back with Larry Kaplan, and we're talking about cleaning up the yard. It's just that time of year. But here's the thing. I mean, I hear you say that, but what do you mean? What does that mean? What does that look like?
Okay. A lot of people, well, you know, we have our trees. The fall color is beginning to come on, and soon thereafter, the leaves are going to drop.
Sure.
And especially with this windy weather, a lot of the leaves are just barely hanging on right now anyway, so we may see a little bit of early leaf drop. Depending on the type of leaves, you know, whether they're big leaves and a thick carpet of them, they might smother your lawn. So we want to get them off the grass.
Okay.
But I do not like bagging leaves and sending them to the landfill. That's a waste of material.
Good material, yes.
The leaves are a great source of organic matter for the garden. There's several things we can do. We can rake up the leaves and put them in a compost pile, and then next spring that compost can be put into the garden. We can also simply mow the leaves, shred them up, but leave them on the lawn.
Great idea.
Once they're shredded, they will break down fairly quickly. They won't smother the grass like, you know, a big thick carpet of maple leaves or sycamore leaves will. Or you can blow them into a landscape bed. So if you, for example, you have a very large shrub bed, or if you've mulched underneath one of your trees, which, again, very good thing to be doing, you can blow those leaves under there and just let them rot naturally. And so again, if there's any caterpillars and other beneficial insects that are hiding in it, by just blowing it into the beds, we preserve those insects for next year.
I think we, you know, because we've all been so socialized to rake those leaves up and bag those leaves,
right,
and not realize that, as you say, that's great organic material. If you have a compost pile, do you have to do anything to it? If you have leaves in it, stir it?
What I recommend for building a compost pile is to shred the leaves up with your lawnmower and then put that into the pile. You want to make sure that the leaves are a little bit moistened. It should be about the consistency of a wrung-out sponge. So
okay,
not soggy wet, but if it's really bone dry, the breakdown will be slower. And then once a month, get in there and turn it. I like to actually use like a chicken wire cage around my leaves, and then I undo the chicken wire, move it over, and then I take those leaves that are still in a mass, scoop them up and throw them into the new pile. That brings oxygen into all parts of the compost, which is very, very important, and it helps speed up the breakdown. So the stuff that's up on the very top doesn't break down fast, but now you've put it on the bottom, so it'll break down faster, and it's an easy way to stir up the pile.
I mean, that is so simple. Is there a timetable? I mean, you know, like you say, once a month or?
Once a month. I mean, the more you turn it, the faster it breaks down.
Okay.
But even once a month, through our fall and winter and early spring, by the time you're ready to start gardening in March, April, it should be really well broken down. And
you can use this on your vegetable garden anywhere?
Vegetable garden, anything that you're tilling up the soil for, like a new orchard, new landscape bed. This is just beautiful stuff to break up the clay soil that we have in so much of our tri-state area.
It's rich stuff. Thank you, Larry.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you being here. We'll be back with more local lifestyle right after this.